settled next to the Willamette River. Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of Ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Beavers will put total leather and will get started. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Oregon's offense takes the field for the first time today. They've met in the so-called Toilet Bowl, and they've played to go to the Rose Bowl. It's run the gamut, but this one is always intense.
Yeah, Reese, I called that game back in 2009 where the winner was going to go to the Rose Bowl and had a chance to really feel the electricity and the excitement at Autzen Stadium that day. This really is a tremendous rivalry.
And even when a Rose Bowl isn't on the line, Oregon State just feels good. The in-state rivalry, the hate, it's always a good matchup.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll leave it with him. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield with the big catch. What a nice throw there, just carving up the defense. You make these types of passes downfield, and it reminds me of Justin Herbert just carving up Arizona State for nearly 5 bills.
Yeah, just making big plays in the passing game. This offense is built on the run. It always has been. It always will be. That's what the Ducks hang their hat on, but making those explosive plays down the field when the defense slips up and loses a little bit of eye discipline.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Beavers offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always shoot.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And you don't want to see this trend. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Beavers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Fires to the wideout. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Penn. Got the quick pass. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute.
And they get the sack just like that. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Beavers will hustle to the line. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Let's see what they've got on second down. Trying play action. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Back to throw, it's Penn. Finds space on the right. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gonna run it. It's Samuel. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. The Beavers pulled out a close victory the last time they saw the Ducks.
The Beavers didn't do anything to beat themselves in last year's game, right? They just did what they needed to do, running the ball, being physical, not a lot of...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Beavers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Leaves it with the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to pass it on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. Bulldozes his way through. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Beavers want to move quickly. Defense wants to bring the heat. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. To the air, it's Penn. Got his man quickly. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Beavers are in the red zone. He leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, just keeps firing. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man to the left. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a first and goal from the 5. The Beavers have their offense in high gear. Touch pass on the jet sweep. bounced off his feet.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And the try is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The back goes in motion. Here comes the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
That's why you got to avoid 3rd and long situations if you're on offense, because the defense knows it's pass, and all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield, and you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a fumble. That is a huge play for the defense.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. He lets one fly deep. And it's his 4th interception of the night. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. To the air, it's Penn. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 35, he's open. Oh, look out! Touchdown, Beaver! once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. The aerial assault continues. It's complete to the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Smart play by the quarterback. Nothing open. Dump it off to your running back. And listen, he's a running back. He's used to having the ball in his hands, and he's a big running back. So if you want to bring that to the ground in the open field, it's very difficult. Great job by the running back making a play.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He makes the catch. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. It's caught. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, from Corvallis to Eugene, there are some ornery folks and some emotional fan bases in this always contentious battle between the Ducks and Beavers.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need. all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Beavers moving quickly to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his move. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Running to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Ducks are threatening in the red zone. Back to the ground game on the left. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Now they're going to throw it into the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. Back in it, David. The time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again. The offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this defense is smelling blood. Like they know they got him right where they want him. Got him in 3rd down and long. They got to lead by 3 possessions. Everything is going their way. This offense is in trouble.
He'll bring it back. It's Page. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Throws to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. A 3rd and long coming up here. Scanning the field, it's Penn. Buys a little extra time. He'll pull it down. On the move at the 30. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Caught behind the line. It's Samuel. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Wants to go up top. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Absolutely perfect. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Trying to find his man on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Second down coming up. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's looking for an open man on second down. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Oh, nice play by the offense. But listen, defensively, I gave up the big play. It's over. Short memory. Now I got to bow my neck, make a stop on this goal line stand here.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced. It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolling. The uniform always looks good, but Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they corral the ball, so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. Back to throw, it's Penn. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after three. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just...
He's loose. The 30. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it first and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this third and long from the 20. Off play action. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Complete downfield. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo. He's going to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And they got him for the sack. And the Beavers will punt it away on fourth down. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
He'll turn it loose out to the right. Got it inside the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Austin. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Makes the grab down the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Dances away. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Looking to throw, it's Penn. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being this.
And it's his 4th interception of the game.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on 1st down. Going for it all. Got it. Touchdown, Oregon. And the pummeling has started. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And he makes the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're lining up to boot it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He's got an open man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. What's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.